Hello. 10:38 and I feel bleeding drunk. I've only had a bottle of Prosecco, but I feel quite tipsy, so I thought I'd make this video just to tell you, glow all over, just to tell you that I've had a bottle of Prosecco. It is 10:38 p.m. Friday night. This is how much I've got left out of my first bottle. I'm going to crack a second bottle open soon. I won't drink it all. I'll only drink a bit. I might order a takeaway, but I'm not that hungry. I'm not that drunk. So I'll just carry on. Just thought I'd make a video. And my next bottle will be I Love Prosecco from Amazon. They have actually freaking got some for sale. So I ordered myself 2 bottles. They came a couple of hours ago. You did see my last gift, didn't you? I have posted a little video on TikTok showing some of my gifts that I got, but I did actually get some treats for my dogs as well. So it's really lovely when people send me treats for dogs, because they appreciate it, I appreciate it, and you just love giving, so thank you. Pardon, piggy in the garden. I've got one trainer on, one trainer off, because one of my feet has got like a freaking bunny on its side. So whatever I wear on my feet, they get uncomfy on that foot, on my toe area. But on the other foot, it swells up like there's no to freaking morrow. Back in a minute. Since I paused this, I went to get a bottle of Prosecco. But when I went to get the bottle of Prosecco, I decided to have a little look outside to see if anybody was in the shed. Because our Ryan's mates chill out in the shed. And Ryan told me the other day that we're getting this electric heater. And I thought, does he realise the cost of those things? Bearing in mind, I pay all the electric. I pay the gas. I pay the rent. I pay the internet bill. I pay everything. And I thought, I struggle with electric quite a lot because I run my emergency. And when you run your emergency, if you run out of that emergency, you have to top it up. So if you can't afford to top your emergency up, whoa, shit. If you can't afford to top your emergency up, you end up struggling. You know, so you end up having to top up extra to cover your emergency and put some electric on. But where I get mine from utility, you can get, but you can only do it once and you have to pay it back fully before you can do it again. Or either on your gas or electric. You say you run out of electric and gas, you can't get about both gas or electric, so whichever you need most. If you're on utility, you can go on the app, because you need the app to top up online and stuff like that, so you should have app. And you can get a power up, not emergency. This is if you've used your emergency. Get a power up and you can pay it back. You can get it up to like 30-something quid to cover you for like 10 days, 2 weeks. They work it out how much you'll need, and they say how much they can give you, maximum, minimum, or whatever. And then you pay it back from 30% up to 100% every time you top up. So if you get it 30%, well, it used to be 25. So if you topped it up a fiver, you only got £3.75, because they used to take £1.25. But now it's gone up to 30% minimum. So if you are stuck, you can get that. But with me, I went in my emergency and had to get a power up. And if you don't use a lot of gas and electric like me, when it starts getting colder, you do tend to use more, so you're putting more, even if it's just electric, because I put my electric fire on. If I get really cold, I put my gas on. So, but mostly I use electric. I use more electric than gas, but in the winter, I use more gas than electric. So, if you run out and you use your power up, you've got to keep topping it up, and unless you pay that full power up amount straight back in one go. That means if you've gone, like if you're paying it back at 30%, if you decide to pay it 30%, so you're going to have to top a load up to pay that 30% back, or you probably might be able to change it to 100%, but it makes it more awkward the more percent you've got on it, if you know what I mean. But anyway, 'cause I've got behind in the summer, and it's getting colder, and I had a bill. I've been trying to pay that back and top my electric up, so I've only been able to top my electric up like £5, £6, £7 at a go. It's not like I can top it a full 20, 30 quid or all like that. I have to top it up in bits, because that's all I can afford when I can afford it. So my electric ends up running out, but if it does run out, I have to pay £15 emergency, whatever I top up on the debt, and a bit extra to make sure I can get it back on. So it could cost like 20 quid to get it back on. That's why I struggle. But since the other day, I've been putting fivers on. So it's not going into the emergency unless I absolutely need it. I think I've finally learnt my lesson after all this time. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I am always running out of electric, always. But I only have to get a little bit cold and I've got my electric and gas on. But the thing is, our Ryan's got this little electric heater. I've just been outside. While they're outside, I put my outside light on. Just heard some music, like raving. Hang on. This is what dogs are like. If somebody comes near the house at 11 o'clock at night, all the dogs are alert. Nobody can get up my path without my dog's hearing. Who is it? Who is it? Anyway, to cut a long story short, Ryan got this heater. I put outside light on. About 5 minutes ago, I've just let dogs out. They all went in the shed sniffing. I walked in the shed, and there is his electric heater in the shed, door wide open, freezing cold, connected to upstairs connection, blasting away, and there's nobody even fucking body sat there. Nobody fucking anybody sat there. So I am paying extra on my electric to keep the shed with no windows, door wide open, warm. Wait till our Ryan comes back. That's going to cost him a tenner. I think I did finally get to the end of that drunken story. In a bit. I love you. Keep following me. Please subscribe. Go and follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to get up to 3... Summit anyway, I don't fucking know.